Okay, so, a couple of days ago, I was just chilling at my base when I received a message from one of my base mates called Soviet Dog. He told me that he had found a Bedrock stash close to spawn with over 5 double chests of Bedrock in it. Now, obviously, I was hyped, because he said that he was going to bring 6 stacks to the base as proof. However, there was just one problem. This stash was way too close to spawn, and sooner or later, it was going to get found and griefed. So once Soviet Dog got to the base, we discussed what we would do with the Bedrock, and decided we would transfer it to his base via the Nether. We would all empty out our inventories and walk the Bedrock to his base that way. And we also brought this guy called Z Gaming. I have no idea why. Anyway, after I stashed all of my Bedrock in a buried chest close by, I joined my account closest to Nether spawn and made the journey to the stash cords. There was a little bit of trouble getting the portal lit, and Soviet Dog didn't have any gear for some reason, but we eventually made it to the vault. We all loaded up our inventories with Bedrock and re-entered the Nether. We got onto the highway and used auto-walk to travel without having to constantly be at our computers. For the first little bit, the only problem was that I had trouble using my speed hacks, but besides that, things were going pretty well. At about 5,000 blocks, though, we all kinda started losing our minds. But in terms of walking, we were doing pretty well. I mean, Soviet did fall into a 2-block hole and I had to get him out of that, and both Z Gaming and me ran into a wall and took a few minutes to get out of that, but besides that, it went smoothly. However, just 1,000 blocks away from our destination, we ran into a milestone. It was sunken into the highway with a staircase leading in and out. The others had turned on auto jump, but I hadn't, and because I was off doing other things, I just sat in that milestone and went behind the other two for about 500 blocks. In the end, I came back and we managed to regroup at Soviet's base. Now, first, I want to say that Soviet has a very nice base. He wouldn't let us stay there, though, so we just stashed away all of our Bedrock underground, and then we debated what to do next. Soviet said that we should go back to spawn and take the rest of the Bedrock to his base, because he didn't want the stash to get found and the Bedrock to be destroyed. But the rest of us didn't want to make that journey again. We all decided to just go back to spawn and each take our share of the Bedrock. Both Z Gaming and Soviet Dog killed themselves back to spawn, but I had a few golden apples given to me by Soviet, and at the time, those were the only ones that I had, so I just logged onto the account that I'd left at the end of the Southern Highway, and then went to spawn with that instead. We met up at the stash again, and we all took some Bedrock. This marked the end of the operation, but I still didn't know what to do with the rest of the Bedrock. In the end, I decided to give the cords to my base mates at Bedrock Empire and see what they would do with it. In my opinion, the operation was a success. Now, I don't really know how to end this video, and I can't really figure out what to say. So, I mean, I guess I'll just end it like this. Like and subscribe. Please, I'm desperate.